Hi all and welcome to our next class for door interaction. I have created a new level for this class and we are going to create a blueprint so we can open and close this door like this. First of all, select the door and press Ctrl+V to go to its mesh in the content browser. Right click on the door and create a blueprint using this. Let's check the blueprints folder. Drag and drop the static mesh on the default scene root to make it the new root and rename it to door. Add a box collision. Add a text render. Select the box collision and rescale it to fit the door. Change the text of the text render and place it accordingly. Let's go to Event Graph and delete these nodes. We won't be needing them. Okay, so what will happen is when the player overlaps this collision box, the text will appear telling us that we can interact with the door. Select the box and right click in the graph and select Add on component begin overlap. Repeat the step but this time select on component and overlap. Drag from first event and create enable input. Drag from second event and create disable input. Create get player controller and connect to both the inputs, player controller pin. Now when the player overlaps with the box, we need the text to appear, so we will set the visibility to on. And when the overlapping ends, we don't want the text, so we will keep the visibility to off here. We have selected F key to open the door. Right click and select F key. Drag from the pressed pin and search for add timeline and rename it to door rotation. Double click it to open it. Click on this F plus button to create a float track and rename it to door ROT. Anywhere on this white line, press Shift plus LMB and create two keys. Select the first key and set the time to 0. This is in seconds. And this value here is in degrees. Select the second key and set the time to 2 seconds. And the value to 90 degrees. Click these vertical and horizontal arrows to zoom in on the two keys. Press and hold Ctrl to select both the keys. Right click and click on Auto. This will ease in and ease out the door animation. We can see that the door rod float track we created earlier is now visible under door rotation timeline. Drag the door from the components and select Get Door. Drag from it and search for Set Relative Rotation. Connect these two pins. Drag from door rod pin and search for Make Rotator. Connect these pins. And disconnect this by pressing Alt plus LMB and connect it to the Z axis. Hit compile and save and see if it's working or not. Select the door in the viewport and the blueprint in the content browser and replace the door with the blueprint. Let's add the materials quickly. Okay, so our door is now replaced by the blueprint, but we need the text to appear only during the overlap. Let's fix it. Select the text and uncheck its visibility. Now the text is gone. Let's hit play and check. Let's press F to open the door. The door has opened, but we need the functionality to close it as well. Let's add it in the blueprint now. Drag from door rod and search for float less than float key. Let's make space for branch node. Drag from F key and search for branch and connect false to reverse. Now when the door is closed, it will be true and the animation will be played. And if it's open, it will be false and the animation will play in reverse. Connect the float less than float key to the condition under branch and set its value to 1. Let's arrange these neatly. Let's hit play and check. The door has opened. And we can close it as well. But the door is rotating in the wrong direction. Let's fix it now. Go to the blueprint and then the timeline, and for second key change the value from 90 to -90. And it's working fine now. We still need to create distance mesh field for the door. As I have already taught you how to do it, I am not going to do it here. In the next and final class, we will learn about migrating assets from other projects and creating the executable packages. See you there.